Isn't it strange that, for yourself maybe, that, yeah, that you're rolled into it and not maybe even realizing it?
Yes, when I started, when I made my first record, what I thought and kind of what I hoped was that people would hear my songs, they'd think these are great songs, that everybody would sing them, and I would just be this songwriter. And I would maybe be in a band and play the guitar. It was never really in my head to be a performer. That wasn't, that wasn't my goal or anything. But when people heard the songs, they always said, you should sing them. And so in order to get people to hear them, I made this record so that people could hear them. And then it really wasn't until after my second record, which was back to the 1975, that I decided, okay, this could be a career. This is what I'm going to do. So it was quite late to make that decision, which I suppose is all right, because the album that got me known all over the world was my third album, which in '76. So that's pretty lucky, really.
Because if you look back on your albums, a random one, does it capture who you are at that moment in time, do you think?
I think they all, some part of the album will, not necessarily the whole album, lyrically. Probably musically, yes, will capture, but lyrically not always, because the songs aren't always about me. Quite often they're observation songs. So, but yes, I think, if you go back to like Me, Myself, I, or even Show Some Emotion, those kind of songs, yeah, they'll be capturing, definitely be capturing me as well, yeah.
What kind of person do you see then?
Well, I'm still this quiet person, but just repeating myself, the confidence in terms of the music was always there. It's always there. I mean, if you listen to like a song like Show Some Emotion, it's a very jazzy song, and I had the confidence to go from a song like Down to Zero, which is, I wouldn't call that jazzy, but it's kind of different, however you call that. But you go from a song like Down to Zero to a song like Show Some Emotion to a song like Me, Myself, I. You've got to be quite confident, I think, to move around like that, without fear, because that seems to be what I've done in all the different times that I've made different records. Without fear, I've gone from this genre to that genre to that genre, and just kind of embraced it and just really, really enjoyed it.
Why is that fearlessness so important for music, or for being maybe more for being an artist, do you think?
I think it's, yeah, I think it's very, very important. And if you look at some of the artists that are extroverts, there's a fearlessness in their kind of being really, really out there. If you look at somebody like Lady Gaga, for instance, she's extrovert, although I do think underneath that she's actually quite shy. But she manages to kind of burst out and say, look at me, and wear all these kind of outrageous things that can kind of hide the personality. But she looks very comfortable. She looks very confident. She acts very confident. And in order for her to make that work in the way that it works, she has to be confident. She might be shy. It's the same thing. I was very shy, but I'm confident in my music. Now, if you listen to Lady Gaga, it's the same kind of thing. I think she's really good, but she's an eclectic person, I would say. She writes and sings quite a few different styles herself. And you do, and especially an artist like her, who people will think of in terms of probably being one-dimensional because of the outward appearance. But if you listen carefully, she's doing quite a lot of different music, and she's strong in the different music that she's doing, and she's confident in it, and she sounds good in it. Yeah.